starts with you. It 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 starts with you.
Welcome to the Kirklees College Virtual Open Day. This presentation is all about our Huddersfield Centre. If you have any questions, then please type them into chat and we will answer them at the end. So this is our main Huddersfield Centre, located on the Ring Road in Huddersfield. It's a short walk from both the bus and train stations and opened in 2013 at a cost of £70 million. This centre hosts our largest range of curriculum areas, but please don't be put off by the size of the building. Each subject area has their own dedicated areas with teaching spread out across 9 floors. At any one time, we have up to 2,000 students in lessons. As well as providing high standard traditional classroom learning, it also allows our students to learn in state-of-the-art industry standard facilities, which include training kitchens, salons that are open to the public, and there's even the interior of a plane on the 2nd floor. Shall we have a look around? So just to recap, the areas that are available at this centre are art and design, business and enterprise, computing and ICT, children and families, ESOL, foundation learning, hair, beauty and media makeup, health and social care, hospitality and catering, media, music, performing arts, public and uniform services, science, sport and travel and tourism. At Kirklees College, we pride ourselves on the facilities that are available to students. When you start college, you will be provided with a college ID badge. Staff and students are expected to wear these when they're in college. Your ID badge is vital for moving around college. There are two main entrances into college, at the top and bottom of the street, which runs between the two blocks. To get in and out, you need to swipe your ID card on one of the barriers. You will then need to use your ID card to move around the building, as most of the doors require ID access to open them. This ensures that only people in college should be in college. It also lets us know who is in the building in case of an emergency. Students on practical courses work in realistic working environments, using facilities that mirror the industry they wish to progress into. At Huddersfield, we have hair and beauty salons that the students work in and that are open to the public. Our catering students use industry standard kitchens, which cost £1.4 million and again allow students to learn in an environment that replicates industry. We have 3 training kitchens, a bakery and a production kitchen. Students produce food for Landing 72 restaurant, which is open to staff, students and members of the public. Creative industry students work with the latest technology and have access to studios to support their learning journey. Our travel students enjoy spending time in the interior of a plane that is located on the 2nd floor. Our science department continues to grow in popularity. We have dedicated the 4th floor of A block to science, with students being able to access 5 different science labs and a forensics crime scene room. It's important that our students have access to facilities to support healthy living. We have an on-site gym which is free for students to join and always has an instructor on hand to support training. This gym is only open to staff and students. Students can also join our sports academy and participate in one of our sports teams. At the Huddersfield Centre, the Learning Resource Centre is located in the centre of the building and spread across 4 floors, which are easily accessed from both blocks. Students can access all core textbooks here, use computers to complete their coursework or undertake private study. All Learning Resource Centres have staff available to support students if required. You can also borrow IT equipment if you need to complete your studies at home and don't have access to facilities. Our refectory area is open for breakfast, lunch and snacks and offers a variety of warm food, sandwiches and salads. Students can pay with cash or by card. If at school you qualified for free school meals, you may qualify via the student bursary scheme for free college meals. There is also a cash machine on site for students to withdraw money. Landing 72 is our student-led restaurant and Starbucks cafe. This is open during the day and on an evening and is available to staff, students and members of the public. The college may be large, but each curriculum area has their own dedicated space within the buildings. They also have their own breakout areas with comfortable seating and usually have access to vending machines for students to use in between lessons. Here students can also charge mobile devices. All students in college have access to free Wi-Fi and information about this is shared at induction. As well as supporting students to develop in their studies, we ensure that students have access to a wide range of support facilities. Given the current situation with COVID, all young people need to know help is there if they require it. All students have access to a progress coach for day-to-day support, with more specialised support available if required. This ranges from counselling service, financial support or identified support for our more vulnerable learners, which include our looked after children and young parents or carers. Our award-winning additional learning support team are available support learners in the classroom. The additional learning support team have their own presentation which is available to listen to. Let's meet Nathan and Mohammed, who are two of our student engagement mentors.
Hi, I'm Nathan. I love keeping myself fit and healthy through going to the gym or through walking, enjoy going out to restaurants for something to eat, and I'm also fascinated by anything to do with tattoos.
Hi everyone, I'm Mohammed. I love exploring new places, learning about new things, and anything related to sports, especially football and cricket.
And one thing that we have in common is that we are both student engagement mentors at college. So, what does a student engagement mentor do? You may see us on the gates in the morning with a friendly hello for you. We might be in the atrium running events that you can come and join in with. We might be running a support group across the different college sites, doing one-to-one sessions with our students, working alongside charities and agencies to do projects for the college, or we might just be running drop-in sessions for you to swing by, have a brew and a quick chat.
As student engagement mentors, we uphold the college's values in all that we do, and we offer a completely safe and a non-judgmental environment for you to come and discuss with us how you're feeling about college and anything you're struggling with in or outside of your college life. If we are not the right people to support you, we will signpost you to the right services to make sure you feel heard, supported, and most importantly, that you are happy to be here at college and are able to continue on your course.
So when would you come and use us and ask us for support? If you feel that there are any barriers between you and succeeding in college, come and speak to us. We might be able to support in a practical way, such as filling out forms or helping you to attend appointments, or it might be that we have to schedule some sessions where we can look at working with you on your mental health, anger management, building resilience and things along those lines.
If you see me or any of the student engagement mentors around college, please do say hi, and hopefully we will see you in September. All the very best.
Our students are our best ambassadors, and on screen you can see that 94% of our students would recommend Kirklees College to a family member or friend. 96% of our students believe they are treated fairly and equal and that the teaching is of a good standard. 96% of students are happy at college and 99% of our students say that they feel safe at college. I hope you found that useful. You can visit our website to find out more information about the college, but now it's over to you. If you have any questions, please type them into chat and I will do my best to answer them.
Hi, my name's Sally Rawson. I'm Head of Student Recruitment, Careers and Customer Service, and tonight I'm going to be answering your questions that you've typed in. Tracy's going to read them out. I am conscious we're short of time, Tracy, but if everyone's okay, we can run over by a few minutes. Do you want to start with the questions, Tracy?
Hi Sally, yes, no problem. The first question we've got then is, if we ever needed to change the photo on our lanyard, would it cost anything to replace it, and if so, how much?
It does, unfortunately, because your lanyard is linked to so many systems in college. So it's a £5 charge for a new lanyard. That's if you want to change your photo or if you lose your lanyard. You can have temporary passes, so if you forget it once, but usually if you've lost it, you will have to pay to replace it.
Will lessons be online or in real life?
So at the minute, we're planning based around current COVID restrictions, and we plan next year to do a mix of online learning because we have found students have engaged with that and found it useful, but we will also have in-person classes taking place in college.
Which centre do you have a gym at, and what's the opening hours if you know, and how much does it cost?
Okay, so the gym's located at Huddersfield here, but anybody can use it irrespective of the centre they're at. It's free to students and it is only open to staff and students. The gym opening hours can change because the sports and public services students use it for classes, but if you go for induction they will give you the opening times and then let you know if there are any changes, but it's usually open early morning, sometimes during the day and a little bit in the early evening.
Do you have a gym instructor that can help me to work on particular parts of my you know, like my bodies and stuff like that?
We do, yes. There's always an instructor in the gym. We have to have them there for safety reasons, and they can help you out with your training.
How many days a week are the public service students in for?
So across college, you'll usually be in for 3 to 4 days, and that depends on if you have to resit your English and maths. That could put you onto an extra day. So I would plan on 3 to 4 days a week.
And the next question is, how easy is it to get onto a policing apprenticeship following a level 3 public services course?
I'd recommend ideally that you speak to either your own careers team or our careers team. The police are recruited. It's a very competitive process, but we will support you in that process.
Just read it. The dates that you've chosen for travel, for example, on travel and tourism, do you have to wear a uniform?
On certain courses you do in travel and tourism, in air cabin crew, you will have a uniform that you wear on certain days that is a white shirt or blouse, black bottoms, and then they get a neckerchief to mimic an air cabin uniform. Standard travel and tourism courses, no, there's no uniform.
Do you know what date we get our GCSE results on?
12th of August.
Would I be able to join a few weeks after September as I'm actually going on holiday?
What I would recommend you do is, if you're an applicant, contact the applications team to make sure you're around for enrolment. If you're not, then they can hold your place for a certain amount of time, but really missing the start of the term isn't good because you pick up a lot of core information then.
I'm an international student. What is the level of English needed to join your college, please?
I think actually you'd need to speak to our customer services team. If you email info, they can help you out because we have to look at certain visas. We don't have a licence to teach international students on a study visa, so we would need to look at you. And we do have English as a second language courses as well. I think it's best if we assess that person individually.
Is it difficult to find my way around college? And if so, do you have staff that can help me?
Yeah, no problem. There's plenty of staff floating around. Don't worry, your lessons will usually take part in one part of the building, so you don't have to dash all over the place.
I'm not sure if you'll know this question. There's somebody asking about when the music practitioner course, do we know what day it runs on?
I don't know the timetable. If you're an applicant, then you should have got invited onto a welcome day for that area. If not, email info and we'll ask the team. But the timetable usually isn't finally set until around about enrolment when we know when how many students are coming.
Another question is, so for example, if a student enrolls at maybe our Huddersfield Centre, can they go into one of our other centres that might be a little bit more closer to them, for example, our Springfield Centre to do coursework and use computers?
You would need to speak to your tutors to arrange access to your ID with your ID badge, because usually access is set up for the centre that you're studying at. But talk to your tutor once you've started your course.
On my first day, how do I actually get into the building if I don't have my lanyard?
Don't worry, the ID access control will be turned off for the first week, and there are plenty of people floating around at both entrances to let you in and direct you to the atrium.
Will I receive a new ID card if I'm transferring from a different centre?
No, your ID card will just be adjusted. I'm just conscious we're very short on time, Tracy. If people's questions, if I can see we've still got a lot of questions, the info team are available. If you want to email your question, I'll give you the email address in a minute. We can go through and somebody can pick up your answers there. There are future events as well taking place. Our next one starts in a few minutes about Springfield and Pioneer Higher Skills Centre, and then we have Brunel and Engineering and Taylor Hill tomorrow evening. As I've already said, there is a member of staff on information tonight. If you would like to email our info team on info@kirkleescollege.ac.uk, then Mark is available until 7:15 and he'll be able to answer all these questions that we've run out of time for. You can also call in on 01484 437 070. Thank you very much for attending. I hope you found it useful. As I say, email info and he will be able to answer your questions. A recording of this presentation will go on the website if you want to re-listen to it later in the week.